Hello and welcome to this short tutorial on how to integrate Ultra Game template with your own project or a new project that you have created. And as you will see, it's actually super easy. So first step, of course, is to download the content of Ultra Game template from Fab or the Unreal Marketplace. Okay. And aside from that, what I have done is I have downloaded I have added here the feature or content pack of the third person controller and character. Okay. And I have created just a couple of maps. As you can see, they are very simple maps, okay? So we can test some things for the chapters with UGT, Ultra Game Template. Okay, so let's start with the integration. It's actually super easy. Let's go to Edit, Project Settings. We're going to go to Maps and Modes, and Game Default Map. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to click the UGT Launcher Map. Then we're going to scroll down a little bit more, and in the game instance class, we're going to select UGT game instance. So that's it. That's actually 80% of the UGT integration. And now we just need a way to integrate your player with UGT and especially being able to access the pause menu from your player. To do that, as you know, in Unreal Engine 5, we need a way to make input actions. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to third person. I'm going to do it in third person, but of course you have to do it in your character or your controller. And I'm going to go to input, and then I'm going to go to actions, and I'm just going to select input action jump. I don't know what this message is here. Let me nuke it. And I have duplicated the action, okay? But instead of jump, we have to put input action underscore pause. And it is important for something in UGT that it has exactly this name. So we have now input action pause, and we're going to go to EMC default, and I'm just going to change the name to EMC default third person, so there's no confusion whatsoever. So I'm going to go inside here, and I'm just going to make a new mapping. There's going to be input action pause. And as you can see, we have two pauses, the input action pause we have just created, and this one, which is the one that comes with the first person example classes that comes with UGT. We don't want to use this one, we need to use the first one. And once we have set up this one, we're going to make three keys. The first key is going to be, of course, escape, because when we press escape while we are playing, we want to access the pause menu, but this has a little problem that if we are playing from the editor and we press escape, the game session is going to finish and we cannot test our pause menu. So aside from escape, we're going to put also enter. And for the gamepad, we're going to select gamepad, special, and right is the correct one for the pause. Okay, so we are finished here. And what we're going to do now is something you can do in your own player controller, or it is something you can do in your own character. It doesn't really matter. So let's go to third person blueprint, and in my case, I'm just going to go to the character. And here it's super easy. In the event begin play of your character or controller, what we're going to do is call a function called setup UGT game. And this function here takes care of setting everything you need to make your game compatible with UGT. Okay, aside from that, in UGT, when you're traveling from one level to another, we actually show a little loading screen, and we actually hold that loading screen for a couple of seconds depending on the platform you're playing. That is configurable here in the default game data asset, but we will see that later. And sometimes there are some things that you just want to do once the loading screen has finished. For example, I don't know, like showing a cinematic at the beginning of your level, or for example, disable the input of the player and just enable it and then re-enable it once the loading screen has finished. So now we have a little reference here, loading screen ref, and we can bind an event here. So bind event to loading finish dispatcher, of course. And if I connect everything like this, and I put a custom event here, I'm not going to do it for now because it doesn't make any sense. But if I do it like so, I can detect when the loading is finished to do things with my game. Okay, I'm just going to delete this. I'm just going to set up this like that. And now we have to put only 6 more nodes, and they do very specific things. First of all, class settings, and in implemented interfaces, we're going to select UGT interface. Okay. And now we're going down here, which is something where I can put some nodes, and let's start adding those nodes. So the first one is any key, and we're going to connect this to a function called set last key press is keyboard or mouse and cheats. So this little function over here will detect if the last key we have pressed is from a keyboard, mouse, or a gamepad to show the correct inputs in game. And we will use also these two log cheats if you want to use the UGT cheats functions. Aside from that, we're going to compile first, and then we're going to put the event UGT resume game, and we are just going to connect this to a small function called resume game, like so. Okay, this is for when you exit the pause. And aside from that, we're going to put input action underscore pause. And again, we have to use the first one, not the second one. So we use the first one, and we're going to expand this, and we're going to search here pause and cheats. And this is going to take care of the pause and the cheats menu. So completed to completed, elapsed seconds to elapsed seconds, because this is a function that if you have the cheats enabled, and you can read more about the cheats in the documentation of UGT. And if you hold the pause menu, then you open the cheats menu, not the pause menu. So we are actually done here. Okay. And now we have to configure our game. So we're going to go to Ultra Game Template, default game data asset. Okay. And here you can make, you can put a name to your game. Yeah, I don't know, my UGT game. This is for the save files and stuff like that. Okay. You can choose a menu style here. Remember, UGT comes with 4 default menu styles. You can make your own, no problem at all. But what you have to do, super important. Here we have to change the inputs to use the inputs of our third person, but we are going to do that in another tutorial, so we can do key remapping, okay? But if we scroll down a little bit, the important part is here in the new game and chapter settings. So new game level, we have now level 0 into cinematic. We don't want that. We want this level to be our new level. So we're going to go to third person maps, third person maps, and we have the third person map. Just copy this one because I have already deselected and I couldn't do it. And here I'm going to put the name of that map, which is third person map. Aside from that, I'm just going to do chapters, which are my 4 maps, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, fantastic. Believe it or not, we are done. We could try this right now and it should work. So if I'm here and I'm playing in the third person, okay, and I click enter, now I can navigate through the pause menu, and if I click, for example, backspace, I can return, and I can return to the game. So everything is working properly, but we're going to try this from the launcher map. So we're going to file, open new map, and we're going to go to Ultra Game Template to make sure that everything is working. We're going to go to UGT launcher map, and if I play here, wow, what is this? This is the game mini config, UGT mini config menu, because if you open the game for the first time in any platform and you don't have a save game configured there, you can configure a couple of settings even before the slide intro slides start. So I'm going to click continue, the slides are going to come, I'm going to skip them, okay. And now we have a little welcome screen that we will learn how to disable in a second. And we're going to click play. I'm going to start a new game, okay, and shader should start compiling because I'm in computer, and it's very important to perform a shader compilation. However, if you want to totally disable this, you can actually do it too. It's no problem at all, and I'm going to show you how in a second. Okay, we're doing that. Now the loading screen should start, and as you can see now, new screen that we are going to learn how to disable in a second too. But now we are done, and with the loading screen, we appear again just where we were. So this is fantastic, and obviously I can go to the main menu, I can click play, and I can select this, and I can continue, or I can say, hey, chapters, and this one is locked, this one is locked, so that's fantastic. Okay, so that's all for now. But just to you see how configurable Ultra Game template is, we're going to go to Ultra Game template, and in the default game data asset, okay, we're going to toggle some things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually travel down, 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 and here we have the toggles, and here we can disable everything we want. For example, we can disable the main menu welcome message. We can disable the new game welcome message, so we don't have those screens there. We don't want loading screen tips. We're going to disable those two. And if you don't want shader compilation, I don't know what it is here, but it's very easy. We go here and we search for shader. And here we say force no shader compilation on PC, and I won't get no shaders, okay? And aside from that, we're going to configure a little something more that is going to be super useful for your work. We're going to go to edit, project settings, and we're going to search for sound class. And here in default sound class, instead of master, we're going to select UGT master audio. This way, every sound you import to your project, it will be ready to work with the audio sliders from UGT, which is fantastic. Okay, we are done, and we can actually test this. And as we can see, because we have now a save game, the mini configuration menu doesn't appear. And we have no welcome menu. We click play. I'm going to click new game, start a new game. And we won't have neither shader compilation or the welcome menu, and we are playing. Congratulations, you have now integrated UGT Ultra Game template with your project. Just a side note, if you want to test or to try how to do the saving of the game or the mini config menu, remember that you can in your project go to save games, and if I delete all these, all my saves. And aside from that, just to see how powerful Ultra Game template is, instead of in my default game data asset, instead of UI menu style, sci-fi button style data asset, I'm just going to select brush buttons data asset. And as you can see right now, I have again the initial configuration menu with another totally different style. And I'm going to click continue. I still have my logos and everything is working properly. And I even can play, and I can even make a new game. No shadow will be loading, and tada, now I am playing. Please enter. I have my social buttons, and I can exit to the main menu, and UGT is working with my project. So I hope you like this tutorial. Remember, there are more tutorials in the playlist, which are also going to show you very useful things and concepts of UGT. But yeah, you're done. You have integrated UGT with your project. Bye.